Will there be a second episode? And will these characters undoubtedly make an appearance in the upcoming episode of our beloved program? Hi to all of you. I want to chat to you today about the new characters that we will be seeing in the upcoming episode of Digital Circus, as well as briefly discuss when our incredible show will be available for viewing. Gooseworx shared an intriguing photo on Twitter a few days ago, captioning it, "The fruits of my labor," based on the illustration style of this figure. With certainty, I can state that he is a member of the internet Circus. However, who do we regard him as? He is a fat crocodile. That much is clear to all. Such a figure is not likely to last very long in the Digital Circus, for a number of reasons. First of all, we've all met a rabbit similar to Jack's, and to be honest, I have no doubt he will make highly offensive remarks and even make fun of our crow. He appears to be a quite pleasant character overall, and because of this, it is far more difficult for me to state the following than it is to claim that he would live in a virtual circus like Kinger or Pomni. He'll probably be one of the non-player characters Kane makes for his mission, and beneath his amiable exterior lies an aggressive personality that only wants to devour one of our characters. But where would he exactly fit in? Recall that I stated in one of the videos that there is a 99% probability that the upcoming episode will feature new locales, and I'm positive that the lake will be one of them. And what if Kane devises a quest that requires each player to sail across the lake in search of a goal or to save a life? That seems like it might be interesting. The idea that this character has always existed, however, is more intriguing. We haven't laid eyes on him. It's not as though we have no idea what or who might be hiding in the amusement park or lake. It is possible that Crocodile resides at the bottom of the lake and is waiting for Kane to send him some of the inhabitants who are causing him trouble or causing him interference with our administration. What if Pomni is picked to go to the lake as a form of punishment in the upcoming episode, and we witness their meeting there? Seeing that would be intriguing. Now let's talk about another Gooseworx leak that made headlines. Gooseworx posted a really intriguing image on February 2nd with the description, "That damn cameraman is falling asleep again." And right away, a peculiar image with 4 silhouettes appears. Immediately after, one of the users brought up the fact that this picture had been presented to viewers before to the pilot episode's premiere. Every character that will appear in the pilot episode going forward was revealed to us in the early leak. However, the fact that they are all placed precisely the same way struck me as being really odd. They appear in the Digital Circus in this basic stance, as far as I can tell. Additionally, since we can see every character in the leak save Bubble and Kaufmo, it feels much like the start of any game when we have to choose which character to play as. We may assume that these 4 brand new characters will either be introduced to us in separate episodes, or will make their appearance in the upcoming episode. Since Gooseworx has never been seen to make fun of its fans, I'm positive that this is more than simply a joke. Let's attempt to examine this image more closely now. 4 distinct characters are visible, and a plethora of theories have already been developed around them. We'll identify who is who once we examine each of them individually. A white cylinder is the first character that is displayed to us. However, upon closer inspection, the outlines of arms and legs are visible. Give up. You too don't believe that's a compelling angle? Now let's turn over the spoiler. That is far superior. It's true that a lot of people believe this character to be a cigarette. But since everyone knows how bad smoking is, I'm confident Gooseworx won't encourage smoking among its viewers. It's evident from a careful inspection that he has an unusually weird body, as his actual body is concealed in the back and is made of some sort of green material, and his right hand sticks out due to its vivid orange coloration. The white line that is visible is simply his belly or some sort of costume. And just the same, in this character's perspective, incidentally. And if you look closely, you'll see that there's a distinct change in color at one point from white to gray, indicating that this is his head. Additionally, based on appearances, his head will resemble that of a raccoon or dog. Now let's look at the most intriguing character, the green monster that resembles a figure from the anime Megamind while also being a perfect replica of the aliens in the most iconic of their depictions. This character, meanwhile, differs greatly from every other character in our video in one important way. Every character has a distinct outline, and the green alien's torso glows around the edges. and I can't see his eyes, unlike any of the others. It's safe to assume that this character is female because I can also tell that she will be wearing a skirt. Furthermore, I assume that the entire green image is a fully realized costume that conceals someone else. Is that the renowned Kaufmo? Or perhaps it's a stranger to us? We'll discuss about this fascinating princess next, who is one of the other girls from the spoiler. Perhaps it's Princess Peach, the popular character from the Nintendo video game franchise. Alternatively, it can be a reference to Brawl Stars' Piper. This is all a joke, of course. Furthermore, copyright prohibits the author from using a character from another universe without permission. This princess, who is the tallest of all the new arrivals, is also quite noticeable, and I believe she will become a favorite in the virtual circus. Surprisingly, though, is that she has a bizarre star visible on her head instead of a crown or tiara. What might that be telling us, in your opinion? The most hilarious character of them all is up next. Our new blue buddy is this one. I'll tell you the truth. It caught me off guard when I saw it. There are others who believe it alludes to the Michelin persona. Some believe it to be a repurposed Huggy Woogie song. I'm able to disagree with them while still refuting their theories. Since this character isn't a complete being like our Zooble, you can tell that he's more of an ensemble illusion. You can see that every portion of his body is a distinct ball that is magnetically attached to every other part. It's also crucial to remember that this is the sole character whose face is the easiest to view. If nothing else, you can make out exactly where his mouth and eyes are. Additionally, his visage strongly reminds me of the well-known Freddy Bear. Furthermore, the body has a striking resemblance to Rainbow Friends character Blue. I want to spend a little time discussing a really bizarre yet intriguing theory. What would happen if Garden of Band and you worked together? Group? These characters are actually quite similar to the characters from the band, universe, and whatever I say, so even if this hypothesis is completely absurd, it still has a place. However, there's still a chance that the writers of the amazing digital circus will take the side of the game developers and include some references to the characters from the digital circus. Furthermore, it would be fascinating to see them as adventurers or anti-heroes. However, I believe it to be merely a theory. We'll be discussing the upcoming release of the new episode shortly, but in the interim, I can't resist telling you about a few people who might make an appearance, including Quenny, a beloved figure. Her life narrative can reveal a great deal about what is truly happening in the digital circus, which is why many people are asking for her to be featured in the upcoming episode. Furthermore, I've never seen a fictional figure have such a large fan base. What about Jax in one of the previously seen pieces of concept art? Jax had an odd appearance. He doesn't even appear like a man. I think everyone can agree on that. Many are certain that the developers are merely making things up. What if it isn't, though? All of a sudden, it alludes to a Jax-like character from the future. What happens if it's our bully's sister or girlfriend? I'll also be impartial. The emergence of a character like that might significantly alter Jack's actions. Therefore, it would be fascinating to see how his character developed. Or he'll just keep being the same cruel person who enjoys making fun of and humiliating other people. It's time for dessert now. Let's discuss the premiere of the amazing Digital Circus's most recent episode. You've realized that this image was provided to us before to the pilot episode's release, based on what we've heard thus far. Thus, this spoiler alerts us to the upcoming episode's release. That's all for now, dear viewers. I hope episode 2 is at our door. Don't miss my new videos and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye bye.